what's his face?
Austin Powers, yeah.
Yep.
Fembots. Hi, everybody. It's Monday morning. It is September
21st.
Ooh, she knew it already. She was
Well,
prepared.
because I
don't.
think it's the fall
Solstice.
solstice. It's either today or tomorrow. It's either usually the 21st or the 22nd. But it feels a little chilly, so I'm going to go today.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
It's not a bad day. It's just a little chilly.
This is perfect weather for me.
Yep.
I love it. Love it.
Love it.
So it's Monday, September 21st. It's the Knockem Comedy Radio Show coming at you live from Governors, the legendary Governors in Levittown. Knockem Comedy Radio Show on govsradio.com. Good morning, everybody.
I'm going to share.
Sallie's going to share, and I'll do all the usual spiel. Govsradio.com is the website. You can catch our show there. You can catch our show on Govs Comedy Club Radio on Facebook. Govs Comedy Club Radio on YouTube. Nice.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
And of course, if you don't want to get on the computer or your phone or your tablet and you want to watch on TV. Oh, I almost fell.
He almost fell off the stool. He was like leaning and phone and photos. He was like, woo!
Whee! If you just like to watch us on TV, hi. You want to watch us on TV? You can, on your smart TV, your Roku, your Fire Stick, your Apple TV, all that smart stuff, you can download an app called Boxcast, and that's where you'll find all Govs radio shows. And you can watch us on your TV. As our good friends Dr. Don Sill and Dr. Ken Pichelle say, we on TV, y'all! So yeah, you can catch us on all those outlets.
But share us, help us. Just share this to your...
If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, please share those. Please hit those heart and likes and post the links to all the pages that you go to, and even tell everybody. The word of mouth is still a good thing. Tell everybody you know about govsradio.com. Tell everybody you know about our show. Tell everybody you know about everything.
Everything you know in life.
And we appreciate...
not Andy Plajanos, because he knows a lot.
He does know a lot. You'll spend a long time with him.
Everything he knew, that would be a long weekend conversation.
We appreciate the shares and all the support, as always. And all the shows. Yeah, please support all the shows here at govsradio.com. Today is Monday, so you got Steve Squared coming at you tonight. But, you know, you got The Work with Mike and Pete and Steve. Like I said, Steve Squared, No Rhyme, No Reason. Domestic Disturbance, Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up, Cars and Comedy with Tom Galati, Soul Space, Limo Talk, our show, all sorts of great shows, all sorts of great stuff at govsradio.com. So again, we appreciate the support, and we hope you keep it coming. Oh, he's waving. All right, let me do the ads, and we'll get into things here. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island.
You sound very manly.
Thank you.
In a manly kind of way.
That's me. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through insurance process to return of your vehicle, we are with you. So please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. Again, we are Two Eagles Auto Body. Please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard, hoping everyone is staying safe out there through these difficult times. Well, remember, to ease you and your family through, head on over to Roslyn Social and have a bite to eat. Fantastic food, great atmosphere. The rooftop lounge is open, so you can enjoy the atmosphere, the good people, the great food. Head on over there to Roslyn Social. They're also available for curbside pickup, takeout, delivery, and they're on your favorite food service apps. Call 516-801-4963 and say hi to Nick. 516-801-4963 and say hi to Nick. That's the Roslyn Social. Their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out our to-go curbside menu. And the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza.
154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. The best pizza you'll ever have. Located in Plainview, not too far. Centrally located on Long Island. So give them a call or head on over there and go enjoy yourselves. Again, the best pizza you'll ever have. Bella Vista Pizza. The greatest guys over there. George is the best. Enjoy yourself at Bella Vista Pizza. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy. You get a free garlic knot.
Family-owned restaurant, good friend of ours, excellent pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza, 516-433-4464.
So we got people like Andy Plajane. Are you done?
No, not done.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
Teespring.com, ladies and gentlemen. Governor's Comedy Radio would like to thank you all for choosing Govs Radio to watch anytime. Now is a great time to show your favorite show some love and enter to win a free pass to Governor's Comedy Club once they open again. Go to, excuse me, go to teespring.com. Scroll down the search bar, type in Govs Radio, and this will bring you into our store where you can purchase t-shirts, mugs, and more, masks with the Govs Radio logo and or your favorite show's logo. That's right. So please go to teespring.com and help us support Govs Radio. All the money goes back into the studio as we try to make improvements, bring you some new shows, some great content. And if you go to our Facebook page and you Facebook Messenger us with your Govs Radio swag, you'll get yourself a free pass to any of the 3 Governor's Comedy Clubs. We're at the Levittown Club right now. 3 great clubs, 5 great stages, Governor's Comedy Clubs. You'll get a free pass to any of those 3 clubs once they reopen. So please go to teespring.com. Please go to govs.com to check on the club schedule, find out what's going on with reopening, and just to show your support. If you sign on to their mailing list, you will get exclusives like more free passes and exclusive information, stuff like that. So go to govs.com, go to teespring.com, go to govsradio.com, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com, and we thank you for all the support. Again, please like and share this show and all the shows at govsradio.com. All right, you were gonna.
I don't remember anymore.
Oh.
All right, I'll just say who's like watching. So we got Tom Galati right out of the gate watching.
Tom Galati.
Joan and Carol Miner and.
All right, we'll get back to Carol in a second.
Captain Jack.
Who?
Captain Jack said hello, you two. Andrew Blitzjano said the balls are on you two. Outside again.
All right. So you want to get into that? We're gonna get into that.
Gina says hello. Your mommy's watching. Andy said he is being manly to scare away the peep douches of the world.
That's right.
Lou Pratt's watching. Hey Lou, how are you?
Hey Lou. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Greg G. Filippo's watching.
Happy birthday, Greg, from the other day.
Felix is watching. Sharon Brett Bowden is watching.
Hello, Sharon over there in England.
Terry Gagnon.
Hi, everybody. All right, so we're gonna get into that. First of all,
sorry to interrupt, but if I didn't mention you, it's because sometimes, like in the very beginning, it'll group a bunch of people together and it'll say like 2 names, and then it'll say and others. So if I don't see your name, or read your names because I can't see it. So hi and welcome and thanks for showing up.
All right, so we'll get right into it. Carol Miner, thank you for the phone call the other day. Sorry we didn't get back to you. Very busy weekend for us, but again, appreciate the call. Yeah, we are outside again. We're outside Governors. We're in the same exact spot that we were in on Friday. We decided we're not going to let one. What'd you call him? Dick something.
Dickwad?
Dickwad, that was it. We're not going to let one dickwad spoil things for us.
Plus, we have no imagination and couldn't think of anywhere else to go. So. Where else would we go?
We should just go to White Post every day. We could have done it from there, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, we decided we're not going to let one dickwad ruin things for us. So we're here. We both agreed. Sallie said to me this morning, from 1 to 100, what do you think the chances are of him showing back up? I said 5. Sallie said 8.
I said 8. I keep thinking he's gonna. So every time a car goes by, I'm like,
yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
are you?
I'm looking.
I'm not just being weird.
No. Well, yeah. But we're both weird.
Yeah, so if for those of you tuning in that didn't watch Friday's ridiculous show.
Go back and watch Friday's show.
So a man pulled up in a van and made some like comment, and Tony said, "What?" And he said, "Tell me a joke." So Tony told him a joke, and then he got out of the car, grabbed his nuts.
All right, well let's clarify something. He didn't really grab his nuts.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He put his hand down there, but like it was just like in front of it. Like I don't even know if he made contact. He wasn't. If anything, he just like hit it with his like. He wasn't like grabbing his nuts like some kind of weird pervert was coming at us grabbing his nuts. It wasn't like that.
I did not see that. I saw nut grabbage.
You saw grabbage?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
And then the first thing out of the thing he says is he asks our names, and of course Tony says, his name and my name, and then the first thing he says is something about ride, Sallie, ride. I'm like, yeah, just, I don't know you.
All right. Well, I thought all this was innocent in the beginning. And Ride, Sallie, Ride, I mean, I'm a big music guy. I'm a huge rock and roll fan. I mean, here we go. I'm wearing a Beatles shirt right here, which I love this shirt.
You're welcome.
Ride, Sallie, Ride is it's a very popular rock and roll lyric.
Yeah, but if you meet a woman named Sallie, is that the first thing you say to her? Or you say it to your friend Sallie, who you're kidding around with? Is that the first thing you say to her? No, I don't think you do.
But he didn't look at you like, hey, right? He just he just rattled it off. I mean, honestly, yes, I do think of song lyrics quickly, especially because Sallie is a popular name in rock and roll.
Like
Lay down, Sallie.
him?
Long, tall, Sallie. I'm not defending him. I'm just.
It sounds like you're defending him.
I'm not defending him. I'm explaining how I saw this in the very beginning. To me, it seemed very innocent, very silly, very nothing in the beginning. That's all. I'm explaining why
you invited him.
Why I invited him over?
Explaining it or understanding how I saw it from the very beginning. So I wasn't mad past Friday, but now I'm mad again.
So he introduces himself as Peter Booth, and he came over, and he was pretty outrageous. And like I said, I thought it was all innocent and fun in the beginning. Like I said on Friday, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know if he was a comedian that we didn't know that had to come in and talk to these guys for something, because that happens. I mean, not during the COVID.
Yeah, by the look of the guy, I didn't get that.
But when things are normal around here, the comedians come through here fairly often, whether it's a meeting or to schedule something or to say hi and, whatever they're doing. So I didn't know. And then, then you pointed out that he eventually moved over next to Sallie, and I wish I saw it, and I regret not seeing it, and I'm upset I didn't see it. But Sallie has shorts on, and he was kind of rubbing his fingers, along her legs.
It wasn't like he was like putting his hand on my leg or anything, but every time he like wanted to make a point where his like hand went in the air, he just seemed to like hit my leg as he went up. And like after a while I was like, and I watched the video back, and every once in a while I'm like, what the, like, just, why does he, because the first time you do it, like, if you don't know someone and your hand hits their leg, you're like, oh, sorry, like, it's just, you hit,
right,
you made contact. And he did it like a handful of times where like at some point, like, I kind of thought he was like, he just, not that I know anything whatsoever about drugs, but he just seemed like he was like coming off coke or something. Like I feel like he went home and 5 hours later it was like I don't even remember what happened. What? Like he had that like feel like he talked so fast.
Well, right. And he was talking to everybody that was going by.
So maybe he didn't even realize how he was like encroaching on my personal space. But he has a cold, and he kept like sniffing and stuff, and
so
he didn't have a mask on.
So it was funny. I thought it was funny and innocent at first. After a few minutes, it was like we were all, I was feeling it too. All right, why is this guy not going away? How long is he going to keep this going? Take off, take a hike, and it got to the point that I was getting nervous. I was starting to worry that this guy was more off than we thought. It did cross my mind that he was coming down from a coke high. He wasn't drunk.
No.
But he wasn't right either.
No.
So.
And then he talks about my breasts. And
yeah,
I'm like,
right.
What the?
That was definitely a red flag too, and I tried to play that off in hopes that it was just a stupid mistake on his part. But then when you walked away, you were obviously pissed off.
Yeah.
Any normal person would have said, all right, I pissed her off. Maybe tried, maybe quickly to apologize, but I stayed here with him. He wanted to keep going to where Sallie went. Sallie walked away to our left here. She probably walked away about 20, 30 feet. And he was really itching to get over to her. And so that's why I stayed with him. That's why I let him just keep on talking, because I just didn't want him going there. But any normal person would have just said, hey, look, they wouldn't have let it get that far, first off.
No, they wouldn't have.
If they saw that you were getting mad, they probably would have said, all right, I'm really sorry. I took the joke too far. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. Look, you guys were a lot of fun. I'm going to be on my way now. Thank you. Maybe I'll see you guys again sometime. This guy wouldn't stop. He wouldn't go away. Kept begging, double digits, to come back on this show and to play in the club. And I kept telling him, look, I don't have any control of what goes on in this club.
And I would just said flat out, no. No, Pete. No.
I was trying, because I was at the point where I was worried that this guy might have a gun or a knife. He was definitely this guy was not right in the head. So I was trying to just get rid of this as peacefully as possible. Sallie was over there with you guys, which was fine. Let her stay there. Let her hang out with you guys, read comments, talk to you guys. I was just going to stay with him until he left. Luckily, he finally did leave. Sallie unfortunately had to come back and tell him again to get lost. Luckily, he did eventually leave. Left us all scratching our heads, wondering what in the world was going on. What the hell that was all about. I mean, this guy parked his Windstar, as he told us all several times. He had a Windstar. He parked it, and he didn't even park it. He just stopped it in the middle of a lane in front of us and got out of it.
Parking place.
No,
if
he was
this
right
was
there
a
in the lane.
tight fit, it would have blocked traffic.
His driver's side tires were touching the double yellow lines. I mean, he just stopped right in the middle of a lane and got out and came over here.
And when we asked him to leave and he stood there, the thing for me is he still wouldn't go, and he kept eyeballing the iPad, and I'm like, he's just gonna push it over, and that's why I just
Can you imagine,
grabbed it,
and then runs off.
Well, he kept looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know.
That would have been dicky, but it would have been funny at the same time.
I'm like, I'm just gonna get me and this thing out of here, but I don't know.
So he did leave, and again, we were all sitting there scratching our heads, wondering what in the world was that. But actually, there's more to the story. It wasn't even an hour after our show ended on Friday. Sallie and I were at my mother's. We went to my mother's, and we received an email from him. He did in fact look us up on YouTube, on Facebook, and the Govs.
How did he find that? I'm kidding, because you're like, you could find us on.
Well, he asked where to find us. I didn't, again, I didn't say.
I'd be like,
I didn't give him phone numbers. I just said
Facebook. Us in your ass, Pete. Go away.
I just said Facebook. That's all I said. I didn't even give him the Facebook address. I just said Facebook. Again, just trying to get him out of here. I didn't want to piss him off. That was my strategy. So he emailed the Govs Radio Facebook page. He was upset that Sallie called him a dickwad, because she called him that after he left, and when we were talking about it. So he's upset that Sallie called him a dickwad, and he wrote, we had some laughs, and I didn't steal anything, I didn't do anything, and then he wrote in capital letters, I demand a immediate apology. So he doesn't even know grammar. He must have went to Expo. So he just wrote capital letters, I demand a immediate apology. That's the part that really worried me, because now I'm like, all right, now this guy is in fact looking for us, and emailing us, capital letters. It really, I really started thinking, oh my God, this might be a guy that's going to come looking for us.
And I'm like, yeah, when you bring up my breast, Pete, yeah, the apologies going towards you are never going to happen.
So I took the necessary following steps. I blocked him from Govs Radio. I blocked him personally. Sallie blocked him personally. And that's it. So,
Tim wants to know if we got a plate. No, we did not.
we got a what? A plate?
License plate.
Oh, yeah,
always thinking
that
about
was
food.
that was stupid on our part. We didn't. Andrew Fremder was saying that on Friday. Get the license plate. Get the license plate.
You can find him on Facebook. You know.
Yeah, if you guys want to look him up, he's got a his profile picture is like these black and white gray squares. There's no picture of him. It's just all these. It's some kind of abstract art looking thing. Peter Booth. Yeah, if you want to check him out. But there was really not much.
Yeah.
There wasn't any info on his Facebook page.
But we haven't heard anything since. So.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything since.
Hopefully, seriously, I think he was just coming off coke. Like, I feel like he's gonna wake up the next day and been like, "What did I do that
Yeah,
afternoon?"
I agree.
He was completely off. So you know what? You have a weird day, fine. Just stay
Yeah,
away.
we think it was just a one-time thing. We don't think we're going to see him again, which is why we're here.
Tess and Pizza Karen. Pizza Karen. Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Do you feel like you're over? I was gonna like.
No.
You sure it's fine?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
All right.
It's shaking a little bit, but I think it's all right.
Okay.
So yeah, so there you go. That was our fiasco on Friday. That was something, man. That was something.
Yeah.
And and by chance he does show up, I'm getting right up and I'm walking out there. I still think there is a slight chance of him being some kind of psycho and there could be some damage, but
It's gonna be a drive-by shooting.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, you were mad at Tony." I'm like, I mean, I was really mad about the whole situation. I'm mad that it went on longer. I get that Tony, was coming from a place of how can I peacefully get this guy out of here. I do things differently, but that doesn't mean that Tony was off. Like if he was sitting here, I don't know.
I would have been much more like you if I knew he was touching you, while he was here.
Yeah, well, even that aside, I mean, it took that because, like, just him needing to go and him not going. Sometimes, like, it's kind of like bouncers. Like, yeah, there's the bouncers that throw you up against the wall and haul you out, but they don't ever, they don't sit and talk for like 1,000 years. You kind of like want to move them away because they're not gonna stop. They're not ever gonna go away. You have to like deal with it.
Well,
A little quicker.
Well, there are times, depending on the situation, there are times they'll be out there having a lot of conversation. I've seen it. And they never get violent. They never physically, start throwing a guy around unless the guy gets violent first. What?
What?
You disagreeing?
I think it could have been quicker, but with people like
yeah,
that.
of course, I wanted it quicker too. We all did.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't know what I was dealing with. I didn't know that he had made physical contact with you. So I was just hoping with every sentence. I was hoping all right, that was the last one, and he would walk away.
Yeah, but he wasn't. That's my whole point. Is that someone like that is never going to go. You have to be very clear. You have to be very clear. Like, oh, where can I find you guys? You know what, Pete? I really am uncomfortable telling you that because you're not listening to us. We're in the middle of a show, so please step aside. Like, you have to be very clear. Otherwise, he just never goes. And it got to the point where I was like, Pete, go. I get that. I just would have, and I'm not like I said, I'm seriously not mad. I'm just, sometimes things just need to be handled, in a clearer way when someone is not hearing. Like he didn't care whatsoever about what we were doing, But you still would have taken half an hour? What?
No, apparently, I always take a half hour, whether it's Pete or ads or anything else. I always take a half hour.
Yeah, okay. You said your opinion, and I said my opinion. I didn't get mad at you for your opinion, and now you're mad at me for my opinion.
I didn't say I was mad at you. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at
Well,
anybody.
you brought up the ad, so...
They do drive fast around here.
Tim pointed out that Farmer Willie would have handled business.
Speaking of Farmer Willie, we got visits yesterday from Govs radio people.
By a lot of Govs radio people.
Don and Benny came by. Using my phone? All right.
Yeah, why?
I got a picture of Don and Benny I was going to show. I'll post it later. And Carla and Mike came by with Carla's younger daughter and Mike's parents.
Yeah,
that was
really
cool.
nice. It was really cool to see everyone. It was nice because the first day at White Post is always it's the first day of the season. There's a lot to set up. You don't really know where you're going to be. The people that know what they have in mind are being sought after all morning long, and you try to stay out of their way. And so it ends up being a really busy day. So by the time the next day comes along, everyone's like, phew, And
even physically, especially this year, because, a lot of us haven't gone out much. A lot of us are still working at our jobs and stuff, but even that, a lot of people are working from home. They're not even, getting up to go out to the train station or drive to work. There's been a lot less physical activity this year, in my opinion. So I think even that, they're going to White Post and, doing a job, where you're on your feet all day long, was, I think that was, it threw a lot of people off. We were sore. Saturday night after the first
really
day.
sore.
We were like, oh man, how the hell are we going to do this for another 6 weeks? I am such a wimp. I wear overalls all day long. I am such a wimp that even up here where the overalls come through, even that was sore.
Really? The overall things? I was sore. The kettle corn area is usually in a completely different place than it was set up, and so a lot of stuff needed to be moved around, and a lot of it I moved around myself just to get going, because I knew how I kind of thought they wanted it to be. So instead of waiting, I'm just gonna move this and that. But we're talking about big propane tanks and stuff like that, and so yeah, it was a lot. But I was sore that night. Yeah, it was crazy.
And I got a tan, so I have my cowboy hat on, which comes, sits here, and I have my mask on, here. So all around here, I just got a tan, a face mask tan, because everybody's wearing masks all day. There was I think it was Saturday, or was it yesterday? There was this one little kid, probably around 7 years old, who was walking with a woman who I'm assuming was his mother, and they were asking me questions about where things are, what time some of the entertainment was and stuff. So I was pointing out, I was answering their questions. They were standing there maybe a minute or two. So I answered their questions, and they walk off. All of a sudden, the kid comes running back. He had a 5, and he had what looked like a couple of singles and stuff, and he's reaching to me.
You got a tip?
Well, I just kind of stopped. I go, "What's up, pal? What are you doing?" And he's not saying anything. He's just holding it out. So I'm like, "Is that your money?" The mother comes over, and she's like, "He's giving you money." I go,
"Why?"
"What?" He goes, "Yeah, he's giving you money." What do you mean? She says, "Well, he's tipping you for helping us out."
That's nice.
I go, "He's tipping me?"
I think that's cool.
She goes, "Yeah." She goes, and she said, I think she said, "And it's his money." I'm not positive, but I think she said that. So I said, No, you don't tip me. And
he was how old? 7?
7 at the most. She's like, "No, he wants to tip you." And I said, "No." And I looked at him, I said, "I thank you, pal, that's really nice." I said, "But no, please take your money and get yourself something fun and nice." And there was absolutely no way I was going to take his money. But I thought that was really cool, really nice of him. I thought that was, I loved that. I thought that was really nice. We had, I think, 2 lost kids this weekend, which is really low.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing for White Post.
Which, not to concern you. The thing about White Post is
we talk about it every year.
Yeah, I mean, kids, because it's kind of back in the day when kids could walk over walk over here and pet a goat or something. Like parents are absolutely watching, but sometimes they end up at one end of the field, and right away a mom's like, where's my kid? So it happens, but you can't get out of the park, so there's all the security people around, so people are found in like minutes.
They've always had a great protocol. When there's a missing kid, they immediately spring into action. They close the gates. They don't let anybody out or in. Security drops what they're doing. And this year, because of COVID and they want to enhance the social distancing laws, they've actually spruced up their security. They bumped up security. There's a lot more security people around to enforce the COVID rules. So now, and they're letting less people in. So between less people and more security, kids aren't lost for long.
No, not at all.
So we had 2 lost kids the whole weekend. I got hit on once.
By a child? That's creepy.
No, not by a child. What's the matter with you?
What's wrong with you?
Why would you even think that, you
talking about
weirdo?
Children and being paid by children.
Well, I didn't say hit on by children.
What did you do?
I shouldn't have to say hit on by children, because to normal people, it's not even a thought. When I say hit on, you just know that it's a grown person. Well, no, it wasn't a guy.
A guy hit on you?
It was not a guy.
Oh.
It was a woman. She was dressed up like a cowgirl, and she had red flannel on like I did. So I said to her, it's one of my stock jokes. I have so many stock bad jokes that I just go with several times a day.
They're pretty funny.
No, they're bad.
No, they're funny.
And it doesn't matter if it's a grown up or a kid. It's all the same stupid, corny jokes. So this woman was walking by. She had a cowboy hat on. She had red flannel like me and jeans. So I said, hey, you got red flannel like me? I said, we're twins. And we look exactly alike. She had long hair, we look nothing alike, but that was the bad joke. So she looks at me, she goes, yeah, we are twins. I said, yeah, that's right. And she stops. She goes, and I'm single. Excuse me? She goes, and I'm single.
And you said?
And I said, lady.
You didn't say, I'm not?
I just said, lady, are you hitting on me? I said, this is a family place. And she laughed and walked away.
Notice I'm just hearing this for the first time.
I was saving it for the show.
Because I love surprises.
But the reactions are what we need. You talk about it all the time. How many times?
Anger?
You've done it more than anybody. You tell people, shut up and save it for the show. Shut up.
Good,
just like
funny
that.
stories, not things that
That
make
was
me
a funny.
mad.
That was a funny story.
Not to me.
I didn't say, all right, well, give me your name and number. Oh, look at this. She's going to cut the truck off. Oh, my God. What's the matter with you?
How does someone in the smallest car on the face of the earth think it's just the greatest thing to get in front of a truck? My favorite stock thing that you do is actually, ironically, with twins.
Yeah, it is.
When, there'll be like 2 little... Are you laughing about kids again?
No.
What is wrong with you?
I wasn't. No, you just said twins. You didn't specify twin kids.
When 2 little twins will come up and Tony will be like, wow, what do you think the chances of 2 people that look exactly like you showing up on the same day? And they're like, we're twins. It's like the funniest thing. Like they think they actually have to explain it to you.
We had, I think, I don't know about Saturday, but yesterday, I think we had like 3 or 4 people actually complain that they had to wear masks.
Really?
Yeah.
People were so good with me with kettle corn.
People, again, we're talking 3 or 4 people out of probably, thousands that come in. So it's a very low percentage-wise. It's very low number. This guy's riding down the wrong side of the street.
If you were someone who doesn't wear glasses and you complain about wearing a mask, really, find the closest person and ask them to punch you in the throat. It's such a pain when you wear glasses.
Joey Cola
see anything.
Joey Cola posted it. He said, let's explain something. And he had pictures. If you are naked and you're naked, if you're naked and I'm naked and I pee, you're going to get wet, I'm going to get wet. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you then put on pants if I put on pants and you don't, I'm going to do that again. I believe if you have pants on and I don't, I'm still going to get wet if I pee. You probably won't because you have pants on.
Okay.
Then, if we both have pants on, I'm just going to get a little wet because it's covered and contained. You're not going to get wet at all. And there you go. That's the best way to explain face masks. It sucks. We all have to wear them. But you know what? We still had a great time at White Post Farm yesterday. Sallie and I and the whole staff and everybody walking through were wearing masks all day long. Yeah, you had a couple of morons. They weren't. I thought said, 3 or 4 out of the whole day. The rule there, I know a lot of like restaurants and stuff, they'll tell you to wear the masks. And then when you're eating, you can take the mask off. At White Post, we got somebody else stopping. Is this the guy that just honked at us?
What's going on?
Hey, what are you doing?
A little music? What do we got?
We're just, we're live on Facebook at a governor's page. What are you doing?
Just got high and tight, baby. High and tight.
High and tight. I like it.
Wait, are you guys open or?
No, the club's not open yet. The
Not yet.
governor won't let it open. Hopefully soon.
Didn't they open Jake's 58 though, right?
They did open the casinos, yeah. I don't know the difference, man. Nobody does. Yeah, right.
All right. See you soon.
Thanks,
Bye.
man. He was normal. Thank God.
that-
Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, thank God he was normal.
And that is how a person driving by should be.
As you can see, I was ready to go to battle. That was a typical Levittown guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing over there? You're just at the club. What are you doing? I'm high and tight. I love that. I'm high and tight, baby.
I didn't even know what that meant.
I didn't know what that meant either.
Oh, I do now. Do you?
No.
It's a haircut.
He was talking
He
about
just
his
got
hair.
a haircut. Yeah.
Oh,
he's
he just got a haircut.
Yeah,
so he's-
and I didn't know that until
that's nice.
I was sitting at a barber shop
Oh no, I know
with
that.
my boys, and they're like, I wanted high and tight.
Yeah, I know that, but I've never heard anybody say it in that kind of reference. Like, hey, how you doing? Doing all right.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing? Hey, hanging to the, what's hanging? Hanging to the left. Shit like that. I've never heard anybody say, how you doing? Yeah, high and tight.
No, I think he just got a haircut.
Oh, that was his slang for just getting a haircut?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just telling us he got a haircut.
Yeah.
All right, so that makes him a little weird.
Why?
Because who cares?
Well,
Was I supposed to say, I'm due for high and tight myself? Hey!
maybe. Jeff goes just like, here we go again.
No, he left. This guy left. Thank goodness.
Hey, just as
High and tight. So I should have said, well,
Tim Siliano
I
said,
should have said mine is loose and flowing. I don't know.
Tim said he's wet from your explanation. I was thinking that too. I'm like,
I didn't explain it well.
There's a lot of wetness going on in
But it
those
was something. Well, but that's the
hairs.
point. You wear the mask so nobody gets wet. Is this? Please tell me that's not the guy. That's not Pete,
Okay.
but the guy, the high and tight guy. Is that him coming back?
I don't know.
I think it's. All right, but all right. Looks like he's moving. Oh, it wasn't
Yeah,
him.
it's
It wasn't him. Oh,
It's like a little lady.
wow. Who knew it would be so dangerous here? Really do have to get your bullet vest bra. Bulletproof bra. What'd you call it?
Yeah, bulletproof bra.
Bulletproof bra.
Bra.
It's like a tongue twister. Bulletproof bra.
Yeah.
So there were, so there was one lady in particular who. Oh, so the rule is at White Post you have to wear your mask if you're up and moving. They only have designated areas where you can sit and eat and wear your mask. Excuse me, without your mask. But the second you get up, that mask better be on, and you can't eat anywhere else. Take the mask off
Yeah.
and eat anywhere else. There's just designated areas. So one lady gave her kid a lollipop. So the mask was off for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, you can't be doing lollipops.
Well, and that's what happened. So this woman was near the EMT. There's a little EMT station. EMT girl hangs out there. So she said something to the lady. You gotta, just really, maybe save the lollipop for later and put the mask on. And the lady gave her attitude. So they kind of, I don't want to say heated discussion, but it got a little, it wasn't exactly friendly conversation. But the EMT held her ground and security came over.
She's a nice lady. I like her.
Yeah, she's really cool. So they took the lollipop, right? Security walks away.
How old was the kid?
No, I'm sorry. The mother took the lollipop. Sorry, the mother took the lollipop from the kid and said, "You
The
have it later."
SWAT team came over and said,
So,
"Give me the lollipop."
Security walks away. The EMT is walking back to her station. She turns around to look. Sure enough, the mother now has the mask down as she's walking. So the EMT stops and she says something. The woman starts yelling back. At this point, is now yelling back at her.
Great.
The EMT, she's red. I mean, she's now fuming.
And she looks like she could be a SWAT team person. Like
Yes.
I would trust her in any emergency. And you know what? Sorry, people. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like, here you are. You're doing White Post Farms for the season again. It's not your normal, like kids getting something. And first of all, who gives their little kid a lollipop to like walk around? Look at they'll fall in. I don't know how small the child was, but it's not your scrape knee type of work this year. She is really putting herself in danger. So if she's asking you to put on a mask, put on a mask.
So so now she's seeing red.
Yeah.
She actually started it was like it's like going to war. She like she like
She like slowly
like Braveheart or one of those
Yeah.
or Black Panther where they just have that pose. They're running forward and like they're charging. She wasn't just running; she was charging.
No way, really?
And this is where
Wow.
And this is where it started to happen near me, and I didn't see the woman yelling. I didn't know where the EMT was running to.
You thought like someone got hurt.
No,
Oh, all right.
no, because you could see it in her face. She was
just wanted to
she was
kick some
getting kick ass. So I take the microphone away from me and I go, "You look like you're about to kick ass." No, with no idea that this woman was over here yelling. So I turn to my right and I now see the woman yelling.
Yeah.
How I didn't hear her, it was beyond me. But she's now yelling. She has people holding her back. Like the two of them were like coming towards each other to go to battle.
Someone's holding her back?
The mom must have started the charge first. And the EMT lady, they're like, so that's when security comes over too. And there were some words, but it was diffused quickly and the woman took off. She then went online for some donuts, which was right next to me, and she was shooting her mouth off a little bit. But she had her mask on, and it was nothing at that point. EMT went back to her place. So it turned out to be a whole lot of nothing, but it was just it was kind of cool to see these two ladies going at each other. Yeah, it was, that was the highlight. That was the adventure. That was oh, you know what? And I saw at White Post Farm some interesting things. I saw a girl with a Lego My Ego shirt. I've never seen a Lego My Ego shirt before. And we're all familiar with Lego My Ego.
Yeah.
Popular commercial, popular slogan.
Yeah.
But
Just don't make eye contact. Stop making eye contact with these people driving by.
this guy is going slow and he's staring at us. But it's not a Windstar, so we're all right. I think that's more people looking for the COVID test. We have at least one a day. People driving past here thinking that there's a COVID test here at the club.
There's something at this address. This is a very big parking lot, so there's some address that is doing COVID testing.
Yeah, but it's a big parking lot, but I would assume that each building here, like we're here at Governor's, there's a deli right next door. I would think they all have different addresses.
Yeah, not 90.
It's not, this whole parking lot isn't 90 Division Avenue, is it?
Right. No.
It can't be.
No, if you think about mail.
Right. Yeah, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
But, I never saw a Lego My Ego shirt before. I thought that was wild. And then I saw a woman with a face mask. Now everybody's getting creative with their face mask. Andy Plajanos has a great one. Don Sill has some cool ones. Lou Prats gave me an awesome mask. Which, Lou, if you're still watching, I got a lot of compliments at White Post Farms this weekend.
He wears
about
that
my
mask everywhere.
Oh, I do. It's my first mask choice. I have
It is.
2 or 3 masks. I think 3. I have 3 masks and a handkerchief, like I'm robbing a bank. A bandana.
Ken thinks that Pete's sending his friends today. And Carol Miner said, "I told you guys no more shows outside." And Jeff Bosey said, "Maybe this will make you push to get the studio open."
Maybe
We're pushing.
Maybe Pete is related to John Wilkes.
Joe Stas says it's raining in Florida.
I'm sorry. There's a minivan. Oh my God. It's not Pete Booth. All right. So then I saw a face mask. This woman had a face mask of the old lady on the Golden. Well, the old lady on the Golden Girls. Take your pick. The feisty one, the really old lady, the mother. The short one with all the wisecracks. Sophia. Thank you. Her face mask was Sophia's face.
That's funny.
I don't know why. I thought that was the funniest thing. I couldn't stop laughing at that. I just thought that was really funny.
I had a couple of weird things in the news.
You have weird things in the news?
Yeah, I was reading. They have, there's this guy from Alaska. He's a dentist.
Wow. Oh, there's more?
Yeah, if you stop interrupting.
I believe it was you who said before, not to interrupt you.
He's a dentist, and he is going to jail for 12 years.
Why?
Right, what?
I was just going
What?
to use that to hold that down so
What?
it doesn't blow away.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm just grabbing a drink of water while you tell your story.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Oh, all right, thanks.
So he's going to jail for 12 years because they find, like, the thing I'm going to tell you isn't even the weirdest thing. That's like, how hard could this be? And just kind of was doing it.
But was he
weird thing.
Was he at least doing these things successfully for the most part?
He was
messing
teeth
people.
out that,
Yeah, but he was messing people up, causing.
yeah, he had really no business doing it. It was a weird situation.
So he's going to jail for 12 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. And then the other thing that I saw in the mail, which they still don't know.
So in the mail.
In the mail.
What do you get your news in the mail?
Online, there's a guy in Wisconsin that was like on the beach, and all of a sudden he sees this like kind of like a wrapped tinfoil, but big, and it was like, oh, what could this be? And he opens it up, and in it are a bunch of flowers and a brain.
No.
Yeah. And it was big enough to be a human brain, but they realized that it's an animal brain, but they have no idea what kind of animal brain it was. And foreign money, but they didn't say in the article, like, from what country.
All right, so wrapped in tinfoil were flowers, some kind of foreign currency, and a brain?
And a brain. I saw a picture of it. It's like a perfect brain. Isn't that weird?
Was Ashton Kutcher nearby? Was this punked or something? Was it a real brain? Like, were there cameras nearby? Like, what?
Yeah.
This is like out of a bad mob movie or something. Like the
Right.
horse's head and then
Like flowers, too.
flowers with a brain and some money.
And the guy's like, he's like, I'm 47 years old. I'm happy that I found it because, like, I could see, like, my mom or my wife being really freaked out about this. But me, I'm just like, hey, check that out. That's a brain.
So he wasn't freaked. So there's something wrong with that
He
guy.
said he
I'd be
wasn't.
freaked out.
He's just like,
So it's definitely a mob movie. Somebody's like, hey, here's some money. Here's a brain. Go pay for someone to put this in your head.
it's so
You dope.
funny when you watch, like, too many mob movies, which,
There's no such thing as watching too many mob movies.
Yeah, I could tell you that if you power watch the Sopranos, like, what, like 6-7 seasons?
6.5 seasons.
Yeah, it kind of changes who you are for a while. Like, nothing.
What does that even mean?
Nothing seems to phase you anymore. Like, it makes sense that,
It's a TV show.
like someone will have an argument, and you actually think to myself, like before The Sopranos, you think, wow, look, they're having an argument. I wonder how that's going to be. And like by like season 4, you're like, that guy's going to get whacked. Like you just think differently. You do.
It's a TV show.
I know, but like it takes.
So if you binge watch Bewitched, you think if you tickle your nose, you're gonna have magic powers?
Well, you wish that you had. You wish that you had witch powers. That'd be great.
Of course we all wish it, but you don't think it's gonna happen.
Poor Darren.
Which one?
How many were there?
2.
Oh, I thought there was just 2, but you never know. I mean, they switched them around like nothing.
Dick Sargent, and what was the other one? Weren't they both named Dick in real life?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. Funny.
Dick Sargent, and Dick Sargent was the second one. Who was the first? I forget the first one.
I don't know.
Did you just turn the phone off?
No.
No.
Oh, mine. I turned mine off. Yeah. Oh boy.
They're just singing. They're having a good time and
They
singing.
are.
Did anybody go to that rally at Eisenhower Park this weekend? The Save Our Stages rally? I saw some pictures. Del Judas and Joe DeJesu were singing.
Yeah, if anyone wants to contact Danielle Asher, you could find her on Govs Radio. Just ask her what she needs from you. She needs like your name and the town that you reside, and she wants to put your name on a list that she's gonna, send out to try to get this whole ticket thing between like music, because she's a musician, she's a singer, so she wants the thing with the tickets that are bothering the comedians and the music world, and see if she could make a difference that way. So she wants to send this letter in the next few days. So contact her if you don't mind giving her your name and the town you live with.
The town you live with?
The town you live with. You live with the whole town.
Hi,
But
this
she
is
would
my
really
town,
appreciate
Sallie.
it. I know she's doing it in the next few days, so thank you in advance, because it would be nice to get this thing all taken care of. Like the guy, that just drove by saying how it's ridiculous that you can go to a casino, but you can't go hear a show.
Or see a show.
Well, I was thinking music,
Well, you're still watching.
not if you're blind. What about them?
That's fine.
Racist.
Well, we'll have to ask Danny Keene. Does he actually say it? I bet you Danny Keene uses, the slang. I'm going to go see a show.
He says "see" a lot
See is for
when
cookie.
you're talking to him, because I try not to, because
You try not to talk to Danny
I-
Keene? That's awful. Why would you not want to talk to
I
Danny Keene?
try
He's
not
a super
to
nice
be
guy.
like, hey, did you see the time? I try to be a little sensitive to it, but he isn't. It's just part of his vocabulary, and
And
I
he
don't
has
know.
a great
The
sense
more
of humor
time-
about it.
Yeah, the more time you spend with Danny, you don't even think about the blind stuff anymore. Like he's so
Right.
funny.
Right, he's just
and
another
smart,
guy. Right.
And
Who cares?
I know. Who cares?
Eyes, legs, doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Let's read some comments.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I've been kind of on it. So Andrew from just said, Bewitched was cool. Before I got the premise of the show, I thought she just looked like she sneezed all the time.
She was hot.
Oh, and Andrew also said that him and his wife are on that list. Good, thank you. Well, some people are just talking to other people.
That's always a nice thing that we have here. Everybody's always saying hi to each other and talking to each other.
Yeah.
It's like, we're like the United Nations,
Dick
or
York.
we are the world. Dick York, thank you. Who said that?
Tass, I think.
Thank you, Taz.
Felix said it too.
Thank you, Felix.
Um,
Felix.
Oh, Andrew said it too. Andrew Plagianos.
Andy Plagianos, of course he did. That's a no-brainer for Andy Plagianos.
Andy Plagianos said watching the Teletubbies changed him. Yeah, the Teletubbies were.
Yeah.
They were something. Yeah, when you got to the point where you could actually watch good kid shows with your kids, you're so thankful.
Did
you know?
Did you watch Gilligan's Island and think, wow, I'm stuck on an island too. I'm on Long Island. Like, The Sopranos was a TV show. It meant nothing. It changed the way you think. Like, you
But,
actually thought to yourself, oh, I'm going to whack
Well,
that son
I
of a...
was watching the show. Yeah, it does make you look at the world a little
That
differently.
guy keeps pissing me off. I'm going to go kill his mother.
No,
You
not
actually
me
thought that?
personally, but I would worry for people more. Like, because when you're watching the show, you know what's going to be put up with and what isn't. Like, you just know that after, 2 seasons. You know what they're going to put up with and what they're not. And so when you see something, especially in New York, because, people kind of get in each other's faces in New York. You're like,
Nowhere
oh.
else. Just New York.
Well, I don't know anywhere else that people get into their other people's
Right.
faces.
Nobody ever had a fight in Boston. We're all peaceful.
It's true. I've never
We all
seen
just smiled.
that.
We walked up to strangers and just hugged them in the middle of 7-Eleven.
Well, you make fun, but it's true.
Oh, there's never been a murder in Boston.
I'm sure there has been, but I
Right.
haven't seen it.
Okay. How many murders have you seen in New York?
I didn't say I saw a murder in New York. I
Right.
said I've seen people get into other people's faces.
You never saw
No,
two people face to face fighting with each other in
No
Boston.
matter how many times I say no, you're still going to ask me the same.
Never saw people yelling in Boston.
Nope.
So you're saying that watching
you
The
can't
Sopranos,
hear an answer
that
and
watching The
take
Sopranos
it in.
makes New Yorkers more violent, but nobody else.
All I'm saying is
She hates New York.
New York is the only
do this.
place I've lived where I've seen that kind of get in your face over stuff. And trust me, I will say that everyone else thinks it. Like people, like when I lived in California, people would be like, oh, New Yorkers will beep at you if you don't, move fast enough. I'm like, okay, no, because New Yorkers will do a little hit with the horn, and then what you're supposed to do is go, thank you, I'm an idiot. I should have gone. Thank you. And everyone around here knows this. You do it in any other place, and they look at you like you're the asshole. Yet they're thinking the same thing. Like the person is still thinking, I can't believe this person doesn't know the light is green. So they're thinking the same thing. They're just not acting on it, but they're thinking it. So how is it different?
New Yorkers are the only ones that honk a horn.
New York, you'll stand in a deli and you'll stand in like line to like order a sandwich or something in California, or Massachusetts, or where else have I lived? Colorado. And they'll just patiently wait while the person who's been in line in front of you for 20 minutes hasn't looked up and seen the menu and goes, oh, what should I get? And everyone is like, oh, mother of God. In New York, they'll say, you've been standing in line for 10 minutes. It didn't occur to you to look at the menu?
I have never ever seen anybody say that. And
Really?
I've been in New York my whole life. I have never, like you said, plenty of people think it. I have never ever heard anybody say that to somebody.
I've
never.
seen it.
You've seen that here?
Yes.
Where? Tell me right now, where? What was the person's name?
Holy shit.
What did they order?
I thought I wanted Friday show to end quickly.
Well, what's the matter? Oh, look up! It's the Kraken! Can I be on the show? Can I be on the show? I have a great pre-stack. Can I be on the show?
I know where you're not going to be in.
Ooh! See that? Oh, let me tell you, speaking of jackasses, I got one. All right, and it enhances Sally's point, but something that happened right here in our beloved Hicksville.
What?
A 29-year-old woman, luckily she's not from Hicksville, she's from Brooklyn. Tiffany Adorno, 29 years old. Police officers received a 911 call for a foul smell coming out of an apartment. Officers entered the basement apartment with the landlord and found the apartment was in deplorable condition.
Oh, I thought you meant like a dead body or something.
It's coming. Sit
Oh.
tight. Hang on. Tiffany Adorno, 29 years old, apparently had only been to the apartment once after moving to Brooklyn in June.
Oh.
But what was in the apartment? A dog locked in a cage. The smell was a decomposing dog.
What?
A double locked cage. She left this dog in a cage that was doubly locked and has only been there once since June. So the foul smell that the phone call was about was this poor dog.
So she's arrested, obviously.
She's been arrested,
And did she have any explanation?
charged with torturing and injuring animals,
Oh, I'm just sick.
the abandonment of animals under the agricultural and market law.
Can you imagine the pain of dying that way?
She
No water. Ugh, this poor
no
dog.
no explanation that I saw in the article I read. Due to go to court, it was either this past Saturday or this coming Saturday. I don't know. But if you'd like me to keep tabs on this, I will.
Yeah.
And speaking of keeping tabs, and that seems to be the theme of today's show, just idiots. People acting like idiots like me is one thing, but we're talking about real idiots. I'm sure you guys heard about this kid that we spent some time on last week, the one that just kept showing up for school every day even though he wasn't supposed to.
Oh, the Yahoo.
He's now been expelled because he kept on showing up to school. He's been expelled for the rest of the school year, and he was arrested.
But is he still coming into school? Like, what's the difference between, like, oh, you're expelled? Like, what's the difference between that and, oh, you're not supposed to be here today? He still shows
yeah, but
up.
now he's expelled, so he's not allowed to even get virtual. He's not allowed for anything.
All right.
So, and he's been arrested. So, so now he didn't want to be home, and now he has to be home all the time. and now you can't even take your classes. Well done, moron. Well done. For being stared at. Hi, how are you? All right. We waved to him. He didn't wave back. So apparently we're gonna die out here. Who would have thought? So
That's
yeah.
awful. I'm just like,
What's
I'm just like so sad about this. Like, did she
What, the
say, "Oh, I forgot," or someone was supposed to? I left a key, and someone was supposed to pick the dog up in an hour. Like, I'm just hoping that it's like something like someone was supposed to pick the dog up in an hour, and that person forgot. Or
Well, so you were picking on me. He doesn't listen. He just asks the same questions.
know, you
So I
didn't
already
hear.
said there was no
I
quote
said
from
I'm
her.
hoping. I didn't.
No,
say.
but then you said, did she say that somebody else was?
I'm
so
not asking you. I'm asking the world. Like, I'm wondering what the answer is.
Well, I was asking the world too, if they ever saw any violence in Boston. Now she's hoping Pete comes by and
Yeah,
will
I'm
just
looking
shoot
for
me.
Pete.
Looking for Pete. Looking for Pete in all the wrong places.
Oh, 12:03.
Oh, I have
So ashamed.
Mad Lyric Monday. Are we done with that?
I think so. Everyone wrote in and said no.
No, they didn't.
There were 3 people who answered,
Who?
and they all said, you know what, if a joke doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Who were they? I want names, and then I'll take them up to Boston to fight with them. All right, it's Monday, so we have Steve Square tonight, and that's it.
Yeah, I hope they're probably going to go over the Emmys.
Yes.
They're really good about that.
Yeah, they're good with the pop culture.
And they have a interesting, they really get into it, and they're funny about it. So watch Steve Square tonight.
Steve Square tonight is 6:30. There is no Jam tonight. Jam will be back in a few weeks. We have some great shows coming back. Once the studio's in a few weeks. Rich Walker, I think we've talked about that already. Rich Walker is going to be doing a show here once the studio opens back up.
Yep.
So we're very excited. Some great stuff happening. Steve Square tonight at 6:30. Great lineup this week. Oh yeah, you guys are going to be sick of us this week
Why?
because you and I are going to be on No Rhyme No Reason tomorrow night with
Oh,
Jeff and
right,
Rich.
okay.
We're on that tomorrow night, and then Wednesday. Did you guys hear? Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up. Now moving to Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights are what? 8,
Yeah, no.
9, 7, 8. I thought it was 8.
I feel like it's,
All right, we'll get back to you tomorrow on that.
yeah, it is 8.
But
You're right.
it is 8.
It's 8. Yeah.
All right, but we're on that too this week. So
Oh,
you
okay.
guys, yeah.
Wow.
So you guys are going to be sick of us this week. But Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up. Moving to Wednesday nights at 8, starting this week.
They're gonna, as soon as they can be back in the studio and they can do like a game show, they're gonna do something they're gonna stay with Saturday night. But I think they're always gonna do this thing
Yeah.
on Wednesday night,
Yeah,
which will be really nice.
The interviews and all that and all the fun stuff they're doing.
Yeah, that Don puts together.
That's going to stay on Wednesdays. Game show will still be on Saturday. So a lot
Something like that.
a lot of stuff happening here, and some other plans. Anthony Rodia, as you know, is coming back, and some other great shows are being planned. All sorts of stuff. It's going to be great. Oh, and there is no Graz this week. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, really?
No limo talk this Thursday.
Who told you? Graj.
He texted me early this morning.
Graj, you're gonna have to like text me because I do.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. I will let Sallie know. Thanks for the text. So everybody, what?
Nothing. I didn't have anything.
Oh, I could have sworn you were starting to speak. All right, everybody have a great day. Enjoy Steve Square tonight. And Sallie and I will see you tomorrow at 11. We'll be right here, Pete. Pete, we're still going to be right here.